Hey guys, how's it going? Brandon here and welcome back you guys to another Pokemon team builder. We are continuing on Generation 2 today with Totodile, Croconaw and Feraligatr. Arguably my favourite starter from Generation 2. Quick disclaimer before we start the video, of course, this is opinion based. If you want to change anything about the teams, go ahead and do so, but also a quick reminder to say that I'm not using version exclusives, stone evolutions, version exclusives, trade evolutions or stone evolutions as well, because in Generation 2 I consider them too difficult to get for you guys new players and stuff. There are just too many different ways in going around trying to get them, and it's just an absolute ball ache. Another reminder that 90% of my viewers are not subscribed to the channel, so if you aren't already, definitely make sure that subscribe button for me, like the video if you enjoy it and all that good stuff. Without further ado, let's get into this. Alright then you guys, so up first of course we're going to have Feraligatr, our starter for the region this time round. Feraligatr for me, my favourite starter out of Generation 2, extremely powerful, decent speed tier, and just all round a very good Pokemon. For this team builder we've gone with a mixed Feraligatr, naturally because of Surf being special in the game, and your water type, unfortunately, yeah, Feraligatr is physical. That's why I've chucked Earthquake and Iron Tail on there, just for like hard hitting coverage sort of moves. Ice Punch again is there just for a bit of coverage, but special as well. But considering natures aren't a thing in this game, you're not going to get any plus and minuses to it. Base 79 special attack isn't terrible. Surf's going to be stab, so it's going to boost up. We've gone with Earthquake on this thing because we're not using Slam Slash this time around, and Slash needs Earthquake. I actually had the TM spare. I know I had a few comments in the last one saying that you can actually get unlimited sort of TMs, but I don't really want to use exploits in the games and stuff like that, so that doesn't seem very fair, because then everything would just be way super overpowered and everything else. But yeah, arguably probably the best starter to use through the games. It's very strong, will do you very well. It's brilliant, we love him, it's our first team member, it's Feraligatr. On to the second team member, you guys, and we have a mon that has been requested to me to use through these games so many times. I've seen it in your comments on your guys' teams. You love to use Fearow. And I was a bit umming and ahhing about the same sort of, when you got Pidgeot right there or everything else, but low-key, this thing does do what it needs to do. Return, Fly, Steel Wing, Drill Peck. You're going to be mostly using Return, Drill Peck. Steel Wing's there as well, again, just for Rock type and Ice type coverage, if you need to be able to hit those with Fearow. Base 90 attack, it's not terrible. Base 100 speed, really good speed tier. Just as sort of like just a basic mon that does a very specific thing, it gets the job done. Drill Peck does way more damage than it really should in these games. Return, obviously, with Max Happiness is going to do really good damage as well. Of course, if we did have natures and stuff, we'd get like an adamant boosted Fearow that would just absolutely go into town. But yeah, Generation 2, it's accessible to all games. It's early game as well, which means it's going to help you get through the sort of like early game Sprout Tower and sort of stuff, because obviously that's where Feraligatr is going to struggle against those Bellsprouts and stuff. So having a Spearow early on with Peck and everything else is just really going to be really handy for you guys, and just working through the game, having a common flyer and a normal type's nearly a necessity in these games, because they're all accessible. Return's just a really hard-hitting move that does the job. Yeah, and Fearow really surprised me actually how good it is in-game and it's what it's capable of. So if you haven't used Fearow as your flyer, at least give it a shot. If you want to swap it out later for someone like a Dragonite or something like that, I'd completely understand. Trust me, it's still a Fearow at the end of the day. But to get you through the game and just a basic mon that does a certain thing that you need to do, it does the job perfectly fine. It's our second team member, it is Fearow. On to Pokemon number 3 then, you guys, and this is where the team's going to start getting a bit, I don't really know what the word is. People are going to start questioning certain aspects of it, and this is where the comments are going to be. So let me just explain everything about Magmar that it is. In Gold and Silver, you can catch Magmar in Burnt Tower, no problem. If you are playing Crystal, the way to get Magmar is basically you get given an egg from the daycare. You need to save before you get given the egg. You then need to hatch it. It will have a chance to be either Smoochum, Magby, or Elekid. If you don't get Magby, soft reset, try again. The reasoning behind this is that it's the only way to get Magmar in Crystal. And you're probably thinking, oh, you wanted a team that goes through all games easily. This is the only fire type that is accessible to all 3 games before Kanto. So if we want a fire type that is in the team that isn't Typhlosion, we need to use Magmar. Otherwise, you will not have a fire type. I'm not saying, okay, you should probably do a team without a fire type. No, I like having my grass, water, fire core in these team builders. It's the center core that really works around these team builders that makes everything work. In game, having fire, water, grass really has the perfect synergy that a team builder needs. Magmar is great. Honestly, like I say, we haven't got Magmar yet, it's not Gen 4. Magmar does the job perfectly fine. Flamethrower, Thunder Punch, Sunny Day, Fire Blast. Again, Sunny Day you can help set up, makes Flamethrower hit even more damage. Fire Blast, if you haven't got a chance to get the Sunny Day up, you need that little bit extra damage. Thunder Punch for cover. Water types. Boom, Thunder Punch, can do a lot of damage. Does the absolute work. Level 30 isn't a really annoying level up either. Really good special defense at 85, 100 base special attack, really good. 95 attack, so even if you want to put some physical moves on this thing, it would work. And 93 speed, really quick mon, going to be able to do in-game, especially anything around 90 and above in-game is just considered quick, and it's going to outspeed a lot of things just throughout the game because of level up and IVs and EVs and all that stuff. But yeah, if you haven't used Magmar, I know it can sound like a ball ache to get in Crystal, but I promise you it's worth it. It's great. It's our third team member. It is Magmar. On to the fourth team member, you guys, and again, I can hear your keyboards going absolutely mental. What are you doing? There's a Tangela on my screen. Hey, a lot of you weren't so mad about Jump Luff. You're not going to be mad about Tangela. Let me explain. Again, let me do my thing. Giga Drain, Sleep Powder Growth, Solar Beam. This thing linked with Magmar and Sunny Day. Weather doesn't go away in Generation 2. You click Sunny Day, that sun is up for the entirety of the battle unless something else uses like Rain Dance or Hail, whatever. That gives you free access to Solar Beam, which is base 120. That goes straight, is it base 120 or is it base 150? It's around that, it goes straight away. You could also click Sleep Powder first turn, put them to sleep, click Growth and get to +1. You already have base 100 special attack. Solar Beam, honestly, Tangela hits really hard. And if you need to heal, Giga Drain, get all that HP back. Growth set up, Sleep Powder puts them to sleep, Growth sets up. If the sun's up, you start clicking Solar Beam and absolutely destroying people. Or you can Giga Drain to get your HP back if you've taken a few hits, which it can take, by the way. It's got base 115 physically defense. This was before Tangrowth was even a thing. You know, this thing, at this current point in time in Generation 2, this thing didn't have an evolution. Like this was the Mon, that was it. So, like Magmar not being with Magmortar, those final stats were considered really good. Base 60 speed isn't terrible. If you've got a few levels on your opponent, you should be able to outspeed your base 70s and possibly your base 80s if you've got a few levels on them. So consider that as well. Attack, don't put any physical attacks on this thing. HP kind of sucks, but make sure you're just taking physical attacks with this thing. Try not to take a special attack from this thing because it will not take it well at all. Use this thing right, and the synergy with your fire, water, grass will work really well with this thing. It's our fourth team member. I think is great. It's Tangela. On to Pokemon number 5, you guys, and we welcome back an old friend from the team builders. It is Jynx. So many people have slated the crap out of me in comment sections. Jynx terrible. I hate Jynx. It's such an ugly mon. It's so good in game. Base 115 special attack. Base 95 speed. Honestly, Lance cries when he sees this thing. Psychic, you need to actually teach it Psychic via TM, which is why Psychic isn't on Magmar. Ice Punch, it learns by level up. Lovely Kiss is by level up. Blizzard is by TM as well. But Ice Punch, again, special this game, just remember that. Lovely Kiss to put them to sleep, and you start doing so much damage. Don't take a physical attack from this thing. That's why we've got Tangela, because that thing takes the physical attack, because this thing takes the special attacks. And so does Magmar, you know. The synergy within these teams, and its defensive and its speeds tiers. Everyone's got quite bad HP, I will admit, other than the last one's got quite good HP. But the defensive core and synergy around them, because they all counter each other with synergy around who can take what type of hits, but then they all hit really hard as well. Ice Punch and Blizzard, I know Blizzard can miss a lot, but your main thing you're going to be doing with this thing is clicking Psychic and Ice Punch. Like I said, Lance really doesn't like this thing. If you've got a few levels on it, you just outspeed his entire team. Watch out for the Aerodactyl, if he still has the Aerodactyl in Generation 2. My memory's a little bit hazy on that. But honestly, this thing does so much work for the team, and if you want to swap it out for something like a Lapras or other thing, whatever, other ice types maybe, then go ahead and do so. Like I said, that's what the disclaimer's for. I'm just giving you a base. You can get this thing in all 3 games in the Ice Path. You don't need to use the egg for Smoochum. If you're playing Crystal and you get Smoochum in the egg, no, you want that Magmar. Don't do it. You get Jynx later on. Every game has Jynx in the Ice Path. Just get it in Ice Path. You can get it for Claire as well, which means her Dragon types really don't like you. It does so much work. It's a great mon. Please give Jynx a go if you haven't already. If you've been umming and ahhing because you see it and you go, I really don't want to use that thing, just give it a go. If you don't like it, fair enough, but I swear by it. Level 30 evolve as well, same as Magmar, so all evolve rather at the same time. You actually get Jynx in Ice Path, so Smoochum's irrelevant. But yeah, it's really good. Give it a go. It's our 5th team member, Jynx. On to the final team member then, you guys, and we have Rhydon. Now, again, I can hear you smacking your keyboards. Brandon, you can't get Rhyhorn until Victory Road. Yes, I understand that. I understand completely. But what you need to remember about Generation 2 is you have a whole other region to go through yet, and a battle with Red before you, in my eyes, have beaten the game. Beating Lance is not the end of the game for me, which is why Rhydon is in the team. Earthquake, it learns via level up. Amazing. Rollout, again, if you can get a few rollouts going against Lance if Jynx has gone down, rollout just wins. Hands down. Strength, hard hitting move, and Horn Drill. Horn Drill's there for the meme. Don't really take much notice of Horn Drill. If the accuracy thing is still the same in Generation 2, I think they fixed it, then X accuracy Horn Drill Rhydon could be quite funny. It's just there for the lols because, like I said, movesets in Generation 2 are very, very limited. So it's there just because it's there. But like I said, before, with members of the team having low HP stats, this thing has the complete opposite. At base 105 HP, 120 physical defense, 130 physical attack. Anything physical, bring this thing in and it will tank and it will destroy in the process because Earthquake go brrr, because it's funny. Yeah, this thing's really, really good. Only downside, yes, I will agree, it's very late game. But in my opinion, it's worth it. Like I said, you've got a whole other region to go through and it really does actually run through Kanto really well. So if you haven't used Rhydon already, please make sure you give it a go. It's a great member of the team. It's our final team member. It's Rhydon. Alright then, you guys, so that's going to be it for today's team builder based around Feraligatr in Gold, Silver and Crystal. Let's quickly go through that team one more time. We have Feraligatr, Fearow, Magmar, Tangela, Jynx and Rhydon. I'd like to thank you all so very much for watching. If you haven't already, make sure to smash the like button down below for us to support towards the channel and this series. If you are part of the 90% of viewers that aren't subscribed to the channel, please do a content creation a favour and please consider clicking subscribe. We have plenty more team builder content coming your way. We've been live streaming our playthroughs using the team builders. We're going to be doing reforged team builders as well. We're going to be remaking some of the old ones because they're a bit outdated. So we have plenty more team builder content coming your way. We also have brand new member badges for the channel if you want to consider becoming a member of the channel and helping me out and support me just a little bit further. There is specific perks for the channel. There is team builder related perks as well, so all that good stuff is available to you guys now. All you have to do is click that join button. Definitely make sure to turn notifications on for the channel as well when you are subscribed so you don't miss an upload or a live stream and all that good stuff. With that being said, you guys, I'm going to get out of here and I will see you guys next time. Peace!